Okay, this is a very different question from, like not different, but Masha, these stored and stuck energies that we talk about, is this only from this life that we carry in this human body, or is it from the past and something from the future that we might have as well that we could be aware of? Like when we release this energy, because when I have been doing this releasing energy, now I have actually been able to see three of my past lives, what the whole cycle until today I've been able to see, and I know who I was, and I know why I have been so strong, even though the experiences have been like when the human mind would be like, no, and it's too much. But then the power from the previous lives are probably that has kept me going. And I have always been a woman for the past three life, uh, a very strong warrior past three lives, and it was actually very shocking to know who I was. Well, I still feel I don't want to disrespect the energy, but I'm still not able to accept it who I was. So though I want to believe that I was that energy, but can these stuck and stored energies be because of all those experiences? And when we come to the realization of we need to remove these energies to build that vessel to go to the next level, can those stuck energies be from those lives as well?
Uh, yes and yes.
Okay.
So yes, yes, all energies are carried, and all energies can evolve, can change. So when things get carried into multiple lives, then it's stubborn energies. So it takes a little bit more work, because if we hit the same level for many lifetimes, then it's stubborn energies. So we will find the biggest challenges in one lifetime when that happens.
Master, another question was, this is a bit more in depth, and I think it will help everyone here. Is when we talk about energies, what are these energies? Like energy is neither created nor destroyed, and it's just transferred. But how did this energy come into existence? Like, is this when, like, how did this energy come into existence, and how is it helping us, or how is the universe playing in it?
Energy has always been there. Energy has always been there, not created, not destroyed. It's always been there. Energy only transforms, it only changes, it only evolves. So it will continue to evolve. So it evolved even the way humans look today. It evolves, it will continue to evolve. Mm. And everything is energy. So it will just continue to change. There is no mm, you ask what is energy? What is energy? Energy is everything. So it cannot be answered like that.
No, as in master, is it like, so now we talk about the cycle, the human game, and there are many parallel games going on in different dimensions. And when we say that when the game ends, uh, we have to leave this physical form, but where do we go? Because we are souls basically, and do are these souls the energies that
It
we're talking about?
depends. It depends how you complete it. It depends whether you complete it. Most people do not complete. Like every game is the same. You must have all played one game before in your lifetime, and you must have played multiple games before. And out of the multiple games you played, whatever the games you played, most of them you would have never completed. You didn't go to the end level and complete. You didn't. Maybe you completed one before. Maybe you completed two before. But the rest was too tiring to need to go through all the levels. You didn't complete. Occasionally, you might go back to the same levels and play, and then you'll get bored and you'll be out again. You see? So it's the same way. Human game is the same. Most people will never complete. So they'll just go in and out. They'll go in and out. They'll go in and out. They'll just mess about. But that is not saying the goal is not necessarily to complete. If you play a computer game, the goal is not to complete. The goal is to enjoy. If you play a computer game, it's the same. So you go in, you'll enjoy. Some people will be determined to complete. So they'll complete. That's very few. Very few. When they complete, what happens? They complete. Then you will have to pick another game, no? You'll have to pick another game. You'll have to pick another level of game, or you pick another, a complete different game. So it's like that. How you complete. So right now, when we're writing the book with Maria, we are labeling, because we have to label, we have to give it a name for humans to understand. So we're calling it game points right now. So what we're saying, it can be related to karmic value. It can be related to all the points that the give and take that we did, the good and the bad that we did in the past life, all of the things carried, rollover points, to this life, to all the good and bad and everything, all the good incentives, all the good deeds we did, to how we served, what we need to serve. And then it values to a point. When it values to the points, then everything that you've done will then accumulate. You will have a whole portfolio. So it's like this. I mean, this is analogy. It's not that they will have a portfolio the way you know a portfolio, or a folder the way you know a folder. But this is analogy, because how can you explain something that is invisible, you see? So I have to put it into some context. So the context of how we're writing it in the book is to say, then you will finish. When you finish, then you will go. When you go, then you will go to court. You see, you go to court, then judges there. Then there will be both sides there. One side will draw out all your files and say, you've done X amount, you've done this, you've done that, but this happened. But if we look at that, okay, it may balance out from last life, but we've also got past life that these things happen. Now we assess the whole thing, how much has been corrected. Okay, where have we got up to now? Okay, cool. So based on this, we come to this decision. This is what we decide for you. You have these choices. Then from the choices, it's a possibility you come to some sort of plea, negotiation. Say, can I do it this way instead? They will see, well, based on your game points, there's no way we can give you that option. But how about this one? So then from there you move. Yeah, so it will be a negotiation between you and the bigger you, the creator. The whole energy, the entire energy. So it'll be like that. Then they will look at the math of everything, draw it all out. Okay, cool. So this is the decision. But most people, most humans will go human, then human life, then human life, then human life, then human life, then human life. Not many will embark on something which you are receiving messages for, which is for human life, and then not for human life. The journey of what I was assigned to when I was picked to go to mountains was the same thing. How to complete human life, not for human life. Then we will have to work for them on the different dimension, bigger game. So then there's another game, dimensions. Each one is its game in itself. So we'll be the same. There'll be ups, there'll be downs, there'll be challenges. It's just a different game, that's all.
I'll have you there as well with me soon.